Welcome to WSCA LP Audio Theater. Now bolt the doors, fasten the windows, turn out the lights, sit down quietly in the dark, and meet the ghost of Mr. Benjamin Sweet. It is midnight of All Hallows' Eve in the dark of the room. Cold, faint starlight picks out a silent graveyard. Around the graveyard is a high, sharp, spiked fence. On top of the fence sits the tired ghost of Mr. Benjamin Sweet.
It's a thankless job, no rest, no relaxation. I'm tired of it, I am. It's haunt here, haunt there, chase around on silly errands night after night. And Halloween's worst of all. Overtime, meet your quota, end of the year. I wish I had a pipe full of good tobacco. Wish I had a pipe full of any kind of tobacco. Don't hoot at me, you brainless bag of feathers. Any minute now they'll be after me, the whole bony, chain-rattling crew of them. Brother, they'll say, down off that fence and get to work. Moan and groan and rattle your chains. Moan and groan and rattle your chains.
Brother, get to work.
Don't sneak up on me like that. Never have gotten used to it.
Move over. There's room for both of us on that fence.
What's the matter with you? Fed up too?
Fed up? Well, the night's just beginning. I feel fine. Almost alive.
Oh, nuts. Just my luck.
I must say, that's a very fine-sounding owl.
All owls sound alike.
What are your plans for tonight, brother, if I may ask?
Oh, I've got a terrible night ahead of me. That's another thing that makes me mad. When there's a dirty job that nobody else wants, what do? Just give it to Sweet, they say. He doesn't matter. I've got a good mind not to do this job at all.
Brother, do you want a word of warning?
No.
I'll give it to you anyway, because that's the kind of caring guy I am.
I wish I had my old briar pipe.
Ghost of Benjamin Sweet, you're slipping. Slipping fast.
Oh, I don't care if I am. I'm tired of being a ghost. I haven't had a vacation since I died. And look at the job they've given me tonight. Go and scare Theobald Tubbs, they say. Do you know who Theobald Tubbs is, brother?
Everyone knows Theobald Tubbs.
He's the worst old fogey in this country. Nothing in the earth, the air, or the water can scare him. It's been tried before by experts.
Well, all I know is they've got their eye on you at headquarters.
Oh, they have they?
Yes, and I was sent to warn you. They don't like your attitude one bit. You aren't making your quota this year. They say you don't haunt with a nickel anymore.
Well, what can those transparent nobodies do to me if I don't?
Don't forget, you're a transparent nobody yourself, and there's always a closet.
Closet? What closet?
Did you never hear of the skeleton in the closet? Every family must have one, and with a click of their bony fingers, the powers that be can switch you into a skeleton and stuff you into somebody's closet. How'd you like that, Ghost of Benjamin Sweet?
Poof, that's just talk. Headquarters, huh?
Somebody's coming up the road.
Oh, let him go by this time.
Never! There's a penalty for that. Amendment 13, Section 13. No human may be permitted to pass a graveyard without being harassed on Halloween night.
All right. Get it over with then. I feel like a fool every time I do this.
It's getting close. Now he's looking over his shoulder. Ready, brother?
Well, that's that.
And it was a good job, too. Did you see him take to his heels? A good beginning. Now, what next?
I suppose I better be getting on to Theobald Tubbs.
You want some company, brother?
Not you, sourpuss.
No need for you to take offense, Brother Sweet. I was warning you for your own good. Just wanted to help you.
When the ghost of Benjamin Sweet needs help, he'll ask for it.
Wait a minute. Do you want me to take that back as a message from you to headquarters?
You can tell headquarters from me that I don't like their attitude. I'm fed up. And the way I feel right now, anything might happen tonight.
My good woman, must you slam doors? I'm concentrating on a speech for the National Association of Curtain Rod Manufacturers.
If you were concentrating, Theobald Tubbs, you wouldn't hear a door slam. And anyway, I didn't slam the damn door. There must be a draft in here. That doorknob blew right out of my hand.
What was the matter in the kitchen?
Sam thought he saw a ghost coming down the road by the cemetery. I told him not to be silly.
That's the trouble with people nowadays. They believe anything they hear. They have no minds of their own. Nobody looks for the facts. Give me the facts and I can prove...
You don't have to make a speech to me about it.
Oh, yeah, the speech. Want to hear what I've written so far?
No, thank you, Theobald. It'll be just like all the others.
Trouble with you, Matilda, is that you have no imagination.
How did this get in here?
What?
This box. With my name on it from the dressmaker. Sam didn't bring that home tonight. How did it get in there?
Don't ask me. I've been concentrating on my speech, so somebody must have brought it in, that's all.
This box wasn't here when I left 5 minutes ago. Sam couldn't have brought it. The cook couldn't have brought it. How did it get here?
I don't know. Quit bothering me. Where's my pipe?
Oh, I hope you lost that smelly old thing.
I was smoking it just a minute ago. I put it right here at my elbow. It's a fine thing when a man can't lay down a pipe.
Theobald. Look.
Look, where?
Beside you. Higher.
Say, what is this?
Your pipe. It's hanging in the air.
I'll be hornswoggled. It's smoking by itself.
Well, that's good riddance. Your wife, Mr. Tubbs, is as sour as your pipe.
What's going on here? Who are you? What in thunder?
I'm the ghost of Benjamin Sweet, Benjamin C. Sweet, and I'm right here beside you, Mr. Tubbs. Don't you ever clean this pipe, man? It's sour. Ugh.
You're a what?
I'm the ghost of a man named Benjamin Sweet, a spirit, a spook, Mr. Tubbs.
Ghost? Stuff and nonsense.
I guess I know who I am, and there's very little stuff and practically no nonsense about me.
Whatever you are, get out of here.
They were right about you.
Who was right about me?
You couldn't be scared, Mr. Tubbs. We, spooks, sometimes talk these things over together, you know.
Well, see here, you boys. You fake. Go away. Go away!
Have you know I'm not a fake. You can have your sour pipe.
You are a fake. I can't see you. You aren't there.
I'm not a fake, and I can prove it. Let's see. Where is that light switch?
Hey, turn those lights on again. What are you?
Now can you see me, Mr. Tubbs? I don't show up in bright light. Can you see me, Mr. Tubbs?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see right through you.
Oh, that's the way we are. The way we are. You can read a newspaper through us. Right through us.
Well, what do you want with me? See here, you can't scare Theobald Tubbs with tricks like this.
It's no trick. Anybody can be a ghost. All one has to do is die.
Are you dead?
Well, of course I am. I'm a ghost, I tell you.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm a sane man, a reasonable man, and I don't believe in ghosts.
Then, Mr. Tubbs, how do you account for me?
I don't have to account for you. Go away from here. Get out. Get out now or I'll put you out.
You can't get rid of me, Mr. Tubbs. I was told to haunt you tonight, and if I don't, I'm going to get in big trouble.
For the last time, are you going to get out of my house?
Nope. I just got an idea about you, and I want to think it over.
Look here. Do you see this?
Say, I haven't seen a gun like that for a long time. I used to have a little .32 myself. Beauty it was.
Keep away from this gun. This is your last chance. I'm warning you. You gonna get out of here?
Oh, I see. You're going to shoot me.
I'll give you till I count 5. 1, 2.
Say, this is something out of the ordinary.
3, 4.
Well, 5.
Did you hear me?
Haven't heard you say 5 yet.
A man has the legal right to shoot anybody who forces their way into his home.
Yes, indeed. You're perfectly right. You can't be too careful these days.
5.
Well, now that's a downright shame. Right into that beautiful mirror.
It didn't hurt you?
No, I think it went through my head. Maybe it was my shoulder. No, it was my head all right. But you certainly ruined that mirror.
Theobald! Theobald!
I think I'll just lock that door. I don't like your wife, Mr. Tubbs.
Theobald! Let me in!
There's nothing wrong, Matilda. My gun just went off.
I heard glass, Theobald. I heard glass. What broke? Was that my good mirror? Theobald Tubbs! Was that my good mirror?
There'll be hell to pay when she finds out.
Well, I'll fix her up for a while. Matilda Tubbs, Matilda Tubbs, do you hear me?
What is that?
Your time is coming, Matilda Tubbs. There, she's gone.
Say, you want a bad sort there, Mr.
Sweet is the name. Benjamin C. Sweet.
Well, I think I was, maybe a wee bit hasty, Mr. Sweet.
Oh, don't mention it. Natural mistake, Mr. Tubbs. You know, Mr. Tubbs, I admire you. I can't tell you how much I admire a man like you.
Well...
You have gumption, spirit, fight, vim, vigor. Why, you'd make a good ghost yourself.
Yeah, I dare say, I can handle most situations.
Yes, Mr. Tubbs.
Call me Theobald. No, better yet, call me Tubbs, just plain Tubbs.
Yes. Well, Tubbs, if you were a ghost, you'd go out and really do things. What I mean is, well, say if you didn't like things the way they were run, you'd run them to suit yourself and to heaven with headquarters.
Theobald Tubbs is his own boss, dead or alive.
Yes, I believe you. I believe you and I would see eye to eye.
Let me tell you, Sweet, nobody, and I mean nobody, ever put anything over on Theobald Tubbs.
No, I knew the minute I met you. By the way, when that screeching wife of yours quiets down, she might want whatever's in that package I brought along with me. Something I picked up on the road, don't you know. Knew I was coming here, had her name on it.
No, sir, nobody ever put over any fast deals on Theobald Tubbs. I tell them, give me the facts, and let the conclusions take care of themselves. Yes, the package, yes, thanks.
Yeah, I'd put my trust in you any day, Tubbs. In fact, I'd like to be associated with a man like you. Say, suppose you can let me have a look at that revolver?
What? Yeah, sure. I'm a businessman, Sweet, and you might say a successful one in my line. Takes gumption. It means getting there ahead of the next man. It means
You ever
that...
think of dying, Tubbs?
Dying? Nonsense. Why, my calendar is always filled up 6 months ahead.
There isn't really too much to it, and it has great possibilities for a man of your caliber.
Well, it's something I'll take care of when the time comes.
Of course.
Now, I make a lot of speeches one place and another, and I might say, in demand as a speaker. I'm working right now on a speech for the National Association of Curtain Rod Manufacturers next week. Want to hear what I've written so far?
Well, I tell you, Tubbs, I have some business to transact tonight.
It won't take any time at all. Let's see. This is good advice, even for a man in your position. By the way, sit down. It's a very comfortable chair there. Since you're here,
All right, but I don't think I'll be here much longer. This gun of yours, don't suppose you happen to have another cartridge handy? I mean, I'll load it up for you. I have nothing else to do, while I'm listening to your speech, that is.
What? Oh, yes, to be sure. Here.
Thanks.
Now, the subject of this talk is quick action for quick results.
Good idea.
I might explain, Sweet, that quick action is my motto in life. I believe too many people stop to think.
I believe you're right there.
Well, gentlemen and members of the curtain rod profession, it is a privilege to address you this evening.
Pardon me, but would you mind sitting over a little to the right, so I can hear you better?
Certainly.
Oh, that's much better. Thanks.
To address you this evening, we're all working toward the same goal.
That's another way of putting it.
We all want to change for the better.
Right.
We all want to know what the future holds for us.
That's a sure way of finding out.
We're all going places together.
Tubbs, you're right. You and I are going places together right now.
Why, Sweet? You've shot. You've killed me.
Yes, I meant to.
Why, you... Why, man, you put something over on Theobald Tubbs. I'm a ghost myself now.
And you didn't believe in ghosts.
No, I didn't. Funny, ain't it? Trying to... Well, what do we do next?
Whatever we want. Come on. Lots of people out tonight, eh, Tubbs?
Halloween's a big night for this town, I guess. Never had time to think much about it before, because, well, lots of parties too, I suppose.
I'd kind of like to go to a party tonight. What do you say we do?
All right with me. Say, I feel light as a feather.
You'll get used to that after a while.
You sure nobody can see us?
Oh, not a chance. Too many streetlights. You can only see ghosts in the dark.
Strange business. Well, this is a fine little town we have here, one of the best street lighting systems in the state. A town needs a push. Spirit, go ahead, miss. You give a town those...
Hey, wait a minute, Brother Tubbs. You don't have to make speeches anymore. Besides, I don't want to hear them.
No more speeches?
No more speeches.
I used to get a lot of pleasure out of my speeches. Wonder if I'll miss them much.
You're going to hear plenty of them after a while. When headquarters starts checking up on the two of us, they're great on speech making.
Say, Sweet, I won't have to take my pills tonight. And you know what? My diet, I could give it up.
I was a little afraid you'd hold it against me, my shooting you like that and all.
Now, don't you let that worry you one bit, Sweet. I never felt so good in my life.
Must say, for a spook with a bay window like yours, you're stepping along pretty lively there.
Careful, brother, careful. First you shoot me, then you insult me. Maybe we'll have to have one of those duels that they have in Europe.
Good idea. Only trouble is, we already shot each other once tonight.
Sweet, you're a good guy.
Well, I'm just an old fella, but don't have any business running around playing the fool. Tarnation, I've been leading a dull life for a long time.
Yeah, well, we'll keep things stirred up together now.
Yeah, you're the kind of fella I always wanted to be. Smarter than the next one, not scared of anything.
Forget all that. Where's this party we're going to?
Let's try this house on the corner.
You know, I never did like the woman who lives in there. Maybe we can just...
Then I'll tell you what we'll do.
Now I throw the apple peel over my left shoulder. No, my right shoulder. There.
Oh, I say, Mrs. Hightrouble, looks like a C.
Oh, let's look. I believe it is a C. My next husband's first initial will be C. Why, no, it isn't a C after all.
I swear it isn't. It's changing. The wind must be blowing.
It's an F. My next husband's first initial will be F.
Mrs. Hightrouble, throw another peel. Better get his full name so you don't make any mistakes.
Indeed. Where did I put my paring knife? Oh, yes. Thank you, Count. Now, over my left shoulder. There.
Oh.
F. O. Another one. There.
Another O.
F-O-O. Strange initials, what?
You must throw one more, Mrs. Hightrouble. I think it's going to be his full name.
Oh, no, let's not play this game anymore. Won't you all have some cider?
Now, Mrs. Hightrouble, for me, one more apple peeling. Here, I've cut it for you.
All right. There.
L.
F-O-O-L. Why, it spells fool, Mrs. Hightrouble. Queer, what?
Very stupid game. It doesn't mean anything at all. Count, where's my cider? Somebody has been drinking out of my glass.
Here's your glass. I filled it up just a moment ago. Why, it's empty. That's extraordinary.
I'll just have to have another one then. Oh, thank you so much. Now, shall we tell ghost stories?
What an unearthly noise. I say somebody's playing tricks. There's nobody near the piano at all.
Well, maybe it's a spook, Count. Bother, something's happened to my glass of cider again. Did you fill it, Count?
I'll replenish it for you, Mrs. Hightrouble. A pleasure.
Let's have a ghost story.
Yes, and I'll tell it. I know a perfectly blood-curdling one.
Yeah, come on, tell it. Oh, let's hear it. Come on,
Well,
let's go.
all right. Well, there once was a captain on a ship who murdered one of his sailors.
It was the sailor who murdered the captain. Tell it right or don't tell it at all.
Who was that? Now, I'll tell this story the way I know it. Oh, I guess it was the sailor who murdered the captain. Gracious, my cider. It's gone again.
Allow me, Mrs. Hightrouble. I say, I believe you're somewhat of a cider drinker, Mrs. Hightrouble.
Well, the sailor wrapped the captain up in a quilt.
In a tarpaulin, not a quilt.
In a quilt! And dropped him overboard on a dark night.
There was a full moon that night.
Somebody's being very impolite. But I guess there was a moon that night. Well, the sailor went to his bedroom.
His bunk in the forecastle.
But he couldn't sleep. He pitched and tossed.
It was the boat that pitched and tossed, for there wasn't any captain to steer it.
Who's interrupting me? And where's my cider?
I say, Mrs. Hightrouble, perhaps you've had just a drop too much.
Too much? I haven't had a bit.
That's a strange circumstance. There isn't any cider left in the bowl at all.
Let me finish my story.
I'll finish it. Then suddenly, all the lights in the boat went out.
Who turned out the lights? Put them on.
And a wind swept across the deck. And the captain and his mate sailed through the air singing, sailing, sailing over the bounding main, where many a stormy wind shall blow.
Look over there! Look over there by the door! There are two of them!
Sailing, sailing over the bounding main, where many a stormy wind shall blow, ere Jack comes home again. again.
Ooh, you know, that's more exercise than I've had in 40 years.
How do you feel now, brother? Good?
I feel marvelous. Can't we sit down somewhere and have a little rest? Where are we?
Sailing over the... That's a good idea I had going to that party.
Where are we?
Oh, this is my favorite graveyard.
Pleasant spot you pick out.
Come on, sit down on the fence. One of the best fences in this country.
It's got spikes on it.
Oh, you won't even notice them now. Try it.
Hey, quite comfortable. Quite comfortable. What's that?
That's a beautiful owl. She lives here all year round.
Say, it's been a good evening, sweet. You sure are a grand guy. This is the life.
Tubbs, I just remembered something.
What?
Tubbs, they're going to shut me up in a closet.
Who is?
Headquarters. They've got their eye on me. Tonight's the end of our ghostal year, Tubbs. And I haven't been working hard enough, and they're going to check up on me. Sent a long-faced fellow around to warn me a little while ago.
Listen here, sweet. You're a friend of mine, and no friend of Theobald Tubbs ever got into trouble he couldn't get out of.
It's a thankless job, brother, a thankless job. Wouldn't be bad, being a ghost, if they didn't check up on you so close. You aren't going to like it, what I did at your house tonight.
Well, if it's all right with me, it should be okay with them. Who runs this outfit anyway?
There's a board of management. You've got to follow orders.
Brother, you got nothing to worry about when Theobald Tubb is on your side.
Why, they won't even let you sit down and rest a minute. Soon as you do, somebody's around.
Brothers, get to work.
What did I tell you?
Oh, so it's you again, Brother Sweet. Oh.
This is the one I was telling you about.
Melancholy Cassini.
Brother, you're in big trouble now. You're in very bad trouble.
All right, but it's nothing for you to croak about.
I warned you. They sent me to work you, and I did.
Hey, how about you scuttling along? We don't like your company.
Oh, I know who you are, too. You're the new ghost of Theobald Tubbs.
I suppose the word's gotten around by
The
now.
word's gotten around to headquarters, all right, and you're going to have plenty of company here in a minute. They're on their way.
I suppose they're pretty mad?
Here, sweet. Where's your spirit? Back up!
Oh, you don't know these guys, Brother Tubbs.
Hey, what is this?
Silence, Brother Tubbs. The Board of Management approaches.
That's headquarters.
I see the ghost of Benjamin Sweet. He sits on the fence by yonder tombstone.
There's the culprit!
He'll pay for this.
Get him! Get Sweet! Get Sweet!
Silence! Ghost of Benjamin Sweet, stand up. There are two of you. Who was the other one?
I used to be Theobald Tubbs. Before you begin on my friend here, I'd like to say a few words.
That's Tubbs.
There he is.
Silence! Oh, I see. We know who you are. Your case will come up in proper order. And meanwhile, may I give you a friendly word of warning? You've fallen into one of the hands of one of the macabre members of our company.
Now look here.
Ghost of Theodore Tubbs, sit down.
What's the law on this, Sweet?
When headquarters says sit down, they expect you to sit down.
Mr. Chairman, I'm a newcomer here. I've been a practicing attorney in my time, but I don't know your code. May I have a look at your law?
Clerk, hand the ghost of Theobald Tubbs the law. He can sit on the fence and read it while we proceed.
Now we're beginning to get somewhere.
Here you are, brother. The law. Don't drop it.
Cheer up, Brother Sweet. If there's a way out of this, depend on Theobald Tubbs to find it.
Now, Brother Sweet, we've just finished adding up your account for the year. It doesn't look good.
I know all about that. Go ahead. What's the verdict?
Psst. Stall for time, Sweet. These pages are all mixed up.
Listen to your report for the year, Benjamin Sweet. Total number of errands sent on?
365.
Total number of successful finishes?
250.
Total number of opportunities to transact disreputable business?
1,583.
Total number of opportunities let slip by?
1,000.
Total number of people scared?
64.
And what's his quota?
402.
Total number of hours spent haunting?
36.
And his quota?
150.
Most unsatisfactory. What do you have to say for yourself, Brother Sweet?
Nuts! That's what I say. Nuts!
Brother Sweet, not only is your record for the year blotting our fan name, but tonight, on Halloween, you were given one last chance. You were sent on an important mission. Your orders were to scare Theobald Tubbs, not shoot him. Brother Sweet, you overstepped your authority.
All right. Go on.
To make matters worse, you took the ghost of Theobald Tubbs in a round of frivolity. You neglected your duties. You drank cider.
Ghost needs a little relaxation now and then. I haven't had a vacation since I died. I'm sick and tired of all this routine. It's a total bore.
When a ghost needs rest, the answer is simple. Every family needs a skeleton in its closet. The demand exceeds supply. It'd be very simple to make a skeleton out of you and lock you up for a century or two. Brother Sweet, the verdict in your case...
Stop! Wait! Hold on just 1 minute.
Have you found something in the law, Tubbs?
Every ghost here will turn toward and face the east.
What's the matter? I'm about to pronounce a verdict.
Look at the sky, Mr. Chairman.
Why, it's dawn. Why didn't somebody tell me?
You'll have to postpone the verdict till tonight.
You'll have to postpone the verdict forever, Mr. Chairman.
What?
I just found a clause in the law, Amendment 456, Section 89. The page was out of place in the book.
Read it quick. Daylight's coming. We can't stay here.
Offenders against the law must be dealt with and verdict pronounced up to and including the end of the current year on Halloween night.
Well?
That's an old law. 10 centuries or so, but you know what? It's never been repealed. Therefore, you have no authority to pronounce a verdict on a crime committed last year. The new year began 1 minute ago.
The sun's coming up!
A curse on you, Theobald Tubbs! Everybody run for it, the sun's coming up!
Tubbs, I'm a free spirit. I knew you could do it.
Quick action for quick results. Brother Sweet, that's me. There'll be quite a few changes made after I've been here for a while. I can see where we can make a lot of improvements in the general management. This will mean a new board of directors.
You have just heard The Ghost of Benjamin Sweet on WSCA LP Audio Theater, a rebroadcast of an original radio play aired on the CBS Columbia Workshop on January 8, 1938. The Ghost of Benjamin Sweet was written by Frederick Gilsdorf and Pauline Gibson. Tonight's production was directed by John Lovering. The Ghost of Benjamin Sweet featured James Sears as Benjamin Sweet, Brian Gregg as Dismal Ghost, Chuck Curtis as Mr. Tubbs, Extreme Helen Kasipka as Mrs. Tubbs and the Clerk of the Board of Management. Linda Becker played the roles of Mrs. Hightrouble and the Spinsterish Woman, with Charlie Griffin as the Count. Mark Steeves was the Chairman of the Board of Management, and John Supernaut as the voice and the Haunted Man's voice. Recording, editing, sound effects, and music were done by John Lovering. The Ghost of Benjamin Sweet was produced and recorded at the WSCA LP studio at 909 Islington Street, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, on March 24, 2007. For information about the WSCA LP Audio Theater players, check our website link at www.portsmouthcommunityradio.org or write to Audio Theater, care of Portsmouth Community Radio, P.O. Box 6532, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 03802-6532. For more classic and contemporary audio theater, tune in to 106.1 FM for the WSCA LP Audio Theater on Tuesday evenings from 6:05 to 8 p.m., or listen to our stream via the Internet by going to the Portsmouth Community Radio website and clicking on the Listen Live button. Portsmouth Community Radio is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which is supported almost entirely through memberships and underwriters. For more information on becoming a member or underwriter for WSCA LP Portsmouth Community Radio, go to our website at www.portsmouthcommunityradio.org. On behalf of the WSCA LP Audio Theater players, thank you for listening and have a pleasant good evening. I am your announcer, John Serpernot.